What's up YouTube, Mr. Ferguson here once again. Thank you guys so much for coming back for another video here in Central North Carolina. I'm going to apologize for the sound in the first part of this video because me and Sarah Jane is not feeling well. My youngest one, she's 10 years old. She's got this really bad cough. She's home from school today and she's not feeling well, but we're going to go get some lunch, and while we're there, while we're picking up something to eat, we're going to run by Lowe's. Guys, the 5-day, 7-day forecast is showing that we're going to be in the 60s. Today it's actually going to be 75 degrees today. We had a little bit of rain, just a little bit, and we're going to be in the 60s for the next foreseeable future. So I'm going to try something. I know we're in the beginning parts of February when this video is coming out, but I want to show you the lawn. And again, I apologize for the sound. When I turn the camera around away from the mic right here, I'm going to sound a little bad, so turn up your volume if needed. But currently, today is January 31st at the filming of this video. We're about to leave. Perry's over there getting in the truck, get ready to go. But this is what the lawn is looking like. Now, just a snapshot of the lawn. You can see areas like right here, looks pretty good and green. Areas out here, we've got that frost burn we talked about in the previous video, and it's just kind of a yellowy green mix because we had this super cold air come in from Canada, and we had lows down in the single digits. But now we've just, I don't know, with the rain, with the snow that we've had moisture, we've had precipitation, so it's gotten watered. But I think we're going to go to Lowe's, and I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do our experiment a little bit early just to see. I'm just going to do this in the front yard. Maybe the front yard and maybe the strip, I say, the front section of my lawn. But we're going to look at just Milorganite. Now, if they have Stay Green, I may do a bag of that, and we may do 2 products, one in the front, one in the side over here in the backyard, the granular, of course. But let's do some testing. I like this. It is end of January, February, so we're not in spring. I know this is a false rise in the temperatures. We're going to probably go back down. More than likely in North Carolina, it's probably going to snow again, to be honest with you, when it gets 75 and 60s. So we're going to go to Lowe's, and I'll show you when we start loading it up in the truck. I may even show you what I purchased then, if not when we get back. So we'll either see you at Lowe's at the parking lot, or we'll see you when we get back with some fertilizer to spread out on our lawn for some testing. So decided not to go to Lowe's, decided to go to Home Depot. But as you can see, 2 bags of the Milorganite here. I did get 1 bag of lawn soil, Scott's lawn soil. It did real well when I added that to the dirt last fall. So for those areas that I burned with my last fert application, it may need some extra soil there. But 2 bags, we're going to put these in the front lawn. If we double it up, they actually cover perfectly 2,500 square feet. So 6 and 6, that's 12% nitrogen. We'll put all this in the front yard just to see how it does, and check it out. So we're gonna get some food in my little girl's belly. Hopefully she'll be able to take it, and back to the house. All right, guys, so we are back with the DJI mic. One of the cool features about this DJI Microphone 2 system that I bought, not only does it make the sound better, hopefully, than previously when we were just using the stock mic on this GoPro, but it's very good at long distances, which means no longer do I have options now. Basically, when we're about to do this spread in the front yard, I can keep this thing on, I can talk to you, or you can hear me huffing and puffing like, oh, this sucks. I can talk to you while I do it because the range is so good, it will pick up at the whole distance from the yard to the camera. So that's pretty cool. So just want to throw that out there. Also, it is windy today. I've got the wind screen on this mic, so hopefully you can't hear it at all. For what I paid, I would hope that's the case. But the wind is blowing. I don't know if you hear the chimes, but the wind is blowing. It's supposed to be windy, and like I said, 75 today. So putting the gloves on. This bag is spilled out a little bit in my truck. So as usual at the store, they fling these things around like they're nothing. So we've got Milorganite, and just quickly, I wanted to go over this. We don't always have a lot of content this time of year. For the next 7 days, we're going to be at least 60 degrees or higher, high 50s into 60s where I am. The good thing I heard on the way home from Home Depot, which actually I went to Home Depot, not Lowe's, so I didn't see any Stay Green. We just went with the Milorganite and the lawn soil, but they said tonight we're supposed to have a front come through. It's going to cool us down from 75 to like the 60s, but we're supposed to get rain tonight, which is perfect. So I don't have to water this in. I think we'll have just enough rain to do that on our own. So this is an organic, slow release nitrogen fertilizer from Milorganite. As I mentioned, if you don't know Milorganite, if you're new to lawn care, this is an organic fertilizer, very low nitrogen and phosphorus rates. 6% of this whole bag is 6% is nitrogen and 4% is phosphorus. If you don't know, just for the newbies out there, obviously nitrogen is what's going to green it up. It's going to promote growth, which yes means that if our grass does take this up at the beginning of February in these soil conditions. Now remember, the soil is still cold from that cold air we had from Canada, but with these warmer temps it is raising a little bit. So that's what this test is all about. It's just a test. I'm not saying it's spring. I'm not saying everybody go out there and start with your heavy spring applications. No. Please don't get me wrong. This is just a test in early February in one of our warm streaks here in North Carolina to try out some low analysis fertilizer to just see if it greens up the lawn, and we have to mow once or twice and chop off the ugly, nasty golden to brown tips we got on the grass. That's all we're trying to accomplish here. But nitrogen obviously is going to promote growth. So yes, if you say, Mr. Ferguson, I'm going to do this with you just to do it, okay, that's your choice. You can do what you want, but we may, if this does get taken up by the plant and the nitrogen does green it up, that means the iron is going to green it up as well, but the nitrogen may cause a little bit of growth, which means be prepared to get outside and mow your grass. If you're like, I'm enjoying this no mowing, I don't want to mow until April, then don't do this. So I'm not excited about it either, but I am excited to see. Now somebody's already commented, I can't remember who you are, it may be one of my frequent commenters, but they said Milorganite is mainly better with warmer temps, and I would have to say that is probably true. However, that's why we test things. That's why we're doing it, and we're only doing it in the front yard. So we will have a good comparison of this as well as the front yard. We're going to see standard yard because they pretty much look identical, and we'll show you that. I'm going to take some iPhone pictures before, and then you know, we'll do another video. We'll have some content to show you down the road of what happens when we put this down. It is a slow release, so it's not that humic coated urea. It's not straight urea that's going to immediately green up in a day. It may take the watering in, and it may take some time for it to release. And obviously the middle number, the 4% of phosphorus, that does help root growth. So when we're talking about all the new baby grass you planted in the fall, some of your first applications afterwards, if you have a little phosphorus in there, that's not bad. It goes back to our soil test, right? Does my dirt and my soil test say that I'm low on phosphorus? Am I good? Super high? Where am I at? So you don't need to throw phosphorus in the lawn if your soil test says you have plenty. But for this sake, we've got low amounts here. So this does cover 2,500 square feet. So we're going to spread. I'm just going to do this one. I think I'm going to hold off. This one's open, so I'm just going to do this one. Like I said, some of it has actually leaked out, so it may be a pound less than what it says. But we're going to throw this in our earthway as I get back here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but we're going to get in, we got our earthway right here. It looks a little dirty from the last time we probably spread something in the lawn. So we got a little dirt on the inside, no big deal. But like I said, here is the bag up close if you are interested in it. So there's the bag, and on the bottom it does say 32 pounds, as you see right here. Total weight 32 pounds, 640 analysis. There's where we lost some of it in the truck, so we got fert down. So we'll have to just sweep it out eventually. And then again, I got some lawn soil. The purpose of that, as you guys remember that have been watching, you see this little strip where I sprayed a little too strong. I may spread some of that lawn soil. We've got rain coming in tonight, so I may put down a little bit of seed after this, and I may throw a clip in if I do that. But just to sprinkle some in. Remember, I did it before it snowed and everything. I don't see any baby grass that's come up through there, but I'm going to take a picture of this section right here. You guys can just see how yellowing it is, how brown the tips of the grass is from the frost, from the really cold, and how just super light green it is. Same thing over here when we're looking at the lawn. I'm going to go ahead and put you on the tripod right here, and there you go. Keep you back down. Let me level out. I got a little cool little level on this tripod, which I love because it helps me to at least try to get you guys level on this concrete. So you can see just the light yellow. I got some branches I'm going to have to pick up over here, but just the light colorness to this. So I'm going to load this up. We'll load this up into the earthway spreader. I'm going to grab that over here. Let's bring that over here. And try not to spill. We don't even need this knife now because our Milorganite is already pretty much open, but let me go ahead and crack that open a little bit. Let me find the hole. Let's bring it over here. Make sure, yep, it's down. It's closed. All right, so we got a super small hole. All right, but I've dumped all the excess. All right, so let me get my knife. It is super. Let me show you my knife. My brother got me this. Glasshouse TV, if you guys are interested in biblical Bible studies. But my brother got me this. That's his wedding date, 10/25/19. Never heard of it. Ozkurt. Never heard of that. If you've ever heard of it, let me know. But I keep it in my truck, but it's one of those I've never sharpened. It's like a wedding gift thing, so it's not the... But guess what? It did the job. Better than nothing. All right, so we got that. We're just going to put this one bag down. I thought about doing two, but I honestly don't want to be out here if we do get a lot of growth, and then the following 7 days we get 40s. I don't want to be out here mowing if I don't have to. We got enough going on, but it's a lot of product to put down for such a little bit of nitrogen. You could see the dust of the waste. Woohoo! And all of this, think about this, it covers 2,500 square feet. That's basically roughly what my front lawn is. So a whole bag compared to something like the humic coated urea, you're doing like not even close to this much for the whole entire lawn because it's pure urea. It's just crazy how that is. And we still got less than a quarter of a bag to spread. So with that said, let me, we got our thing down. Let me turn on my edger, and I think I actually got to go this way, and then I'm going to have to blow this off. So here we go. Oh, wrong way, Mr. Ferguson. I think my edger goes this way. Trimmer. Or what am I trying to say? Edge guard. That's what we're talking about. All right, there we go. So edge guard. We're just going to spread it as even as possible, and I can already tell you I'm going way too thin right now. But the small prills on this also is really nice. It is really cool. It comes out super easy. All right, and we're going to stop at the edge of my house. So I'm actually going to go down a little further. We'll bring this in for comparison later. We'll be able to compare. That'll be our line, quote, nitrogen line. All right, close that. I'm going to open this up just a little more. I'm going to bring it around 20. If you've got an earthway residential, I'm taking it to about 20. So we're just going to try my best, and of course you can hear me huffing and puffing, to evenly broadcast this the best we can. Before I do that, let me get rid of these sticks. At least I'll put them. Look, I got a spray. I have to show you guys this. I've got grass coming up in the middle of the mulch now because I've not done what I typically do, which is spray a lot of this with the green shoots when it starts. But it looks like I need to do a round of glyphosate to kill off some of that grass in there, or transplant it. So, all right, Mr. Ferguson, get in shape. All right, let's go. Going on 20 now. Oh, I didn't take off my trim pass. Somebody probably said that. Let's back up. All right, here we go. There we go. All right. Now we're spreading some front yard only. All right. I'm gonna go about this much. We don't want to overlap, but just a hair. I think after this pass, we'll go ahead and put in some more. I think this pace, we may be able to do it all at 20. Put the rest of this in here. We might have a little extra. That's so much fertilizer for so little nitrogen, you know. It's a lot of filler, but it is organic, so thank you, Wisconsin. And I think Daniel said he lives up by, shout out to Daniel, I think he said he lives up by Wisconsin where they make it, so he knows about it. All right, let's do it again. Bulk load, go. Organize. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to go even wider than that. But man, does it spread so nicely in this earthway, I'll tell you that. The prill's so small. All right, we just need a little bit here. And then what I do is take it up top. Hopefully you guys can see this, but take it up top and let it rain down on the bank. Just like this. And we're close to evenly distributing it. So we'll keep it like that. We got a little bit left over. So what I'm going to do is grab you guys. I'm not as winded as I thought I'd be. Hello. So I'm going to grab you guys. I'm going to bring you right here. We'll do this section of the post mailbox. So you can see, we'll do this area. We'll do this ditch area all the way to right here by the meter box, which is right here. So we'll do this. I've got a little bit left. We'll do this section. We'll leave this untouched, the back side of the electric box right here, and we'll compare, you know, did this make a difference in this warming trend? Did it uptake the Milorganite? Is there a major difference? Is there no difference? Or did I waste $20? This was a $20 cost of per bag of Milorganite, 20 bucks, 1997 in North Carolina. So that's what I had to pay. I'm going to cut it down just a hair, just under 20. Actually, I'm going to hand, yeah, we'll do it this way. All right, here we go. Down this way, stop. Whew. How are y'all? Feels like spring. All right, and one more. Just a little bit on the edges. Again, so low in nitrogen. I don't think we're gonna burn anything up, even if we was to dump it on accident. This is why they challenge you, all the lawn care pros. If you're new to lawn care, go with Milorganite. It's very hard to burn your lawn or really screw up. So when you feel like you're screwing up everything, go with Milorganite. So just a little bit left here. Just will spread a little bit more right here. And back up the hill one more time. Just a little bit left right here. So let's dump it out. The famous hang throw. And that's it. So it's down. Now we need to wash out our fertilizer and blow off our sidewalk really quick. There we go. We're nice and washed off. And as I mentioned to you guys, I do this after every fertilization. I wash off my equipment, and in doing that, our hopes Let me angle you back right again. In doing that, we are going to help our equipment last much longer. So you know, when things break, it's not because we're letting it corrode due to lack of pouring out our fertilizer or anything like that. I'm gonna let this sit on the back porch, and hopefully the sun above the roof here will hit it and dry it off some. So I've got two options to blow this off, and I think I'm gonna go with option B. Of course, we got the backpack blower, but I'm gonna go with the smaller Black & Decker, which I've got in here. So I did also, I don't know if I showed you guys this, or some of you may not have saw it, but I put a little solar light above you right here. You see that solar little light? I put it a little higher than I needed right here, but it picks up sun during the day. And at nighttime, when I look out the window, I see a little light. So it's pretty cool. LED, pretty neat. No wires or anything. Just soaks up sun and then gives me an LED shine. You can set it to, you know, obviously work only when there's motion. I caught several deer out here just the other night, and yeah, so that was, maybe it'll deter them, but they were on the opposite side. They like this side over here. But yeah, we got a little, let me back you guys up a little bit. We got a little Black & Decker, just a cheapo. Let me raise you up just a hair. There we go. Just a little cheapo Black & Decker. I've already, why? Because what every company does, you buy one of their products, you get their batteries, and then their batteries fit other products, you just stay with that brand, right? So Black & Decker, that's what we got when we first moved in the house. This is just a little cheap, turbo driven, super light, a kid could do it of any age, 40 volt Black & Decker blower. So instead of strapping on the Big Daddy or something fert, I like having something like this in my shed, just to grab real fast, blow fert off to the edge of the grass and call it a day, instead of loading up a backpack to do heavy duty for just something so small. So I am an affiliate with Amazon. Amazon actually got onto me, guys, because I don't announce enough that I'm an affiliate when I use the link. So I have to say it more often and put it in the description the way that they want me to, even though I don't really put a lot of Amazon links all the time. But if you're interested in grabbing something like this off Amazon like I did, I will put this Black & Decker or something similar, small, light. I think it's like 89, 69 bucks. I can't remember, but super light for little jobs like that. You can check the description below if you're interested in something like this. So let's... It's that simple. So if you're interested in anything we've used today, I would recommend, I'll put Milorganite in the comments section if you're not able to get the Lowe's. Maybe there's some people out there, I think a bug just flew down on my shirt. Oh well, let's see if he stings me. But I'll put Milorganite. It's about 20 bucks, it's about 15 bucks cheaper in store than on Amazon, but Amazon will ship it directly to your house. So the convenience of not going out, is it worth 15 bucks to you? You can make that decision, but we'll put the blower in the description. We'll put some Milorganite, some lawn soil. As I mentioned to you guys, it's looking super good. We'll show you that. Where I had to repair an area in the back lawn, I put some lawn soil down. It made a big difference adding the nutrients of that dirt into that section. So remember, last thing, Mr. Ferguson, you don't need to blow that off the driveway. It's not that big of a deal. The rain will wash it off. When you're dealing with products with iron, like Milorganite, Milorganite has iron in it. You'll walk out, and I've done it, you'll stain your driveway, your concrete, with that brown tinginess, and it's very hard, or some people say it won't ever come up. Some people say you can with certain products. I'm not sure, but with anything with iron, make sure you blow that fert off to the edges into the lawn the best you can. Now, I got to get my bag too before it blows away. Thank you. He wants to be seen. So we've blown it off the sidewalks. We've put one bag of Milorganite in the lawn. So I'm curious to see how this guy does. I think I remember the last time I did Milorganite for the whole lawn, I did like 4 or 5 bags. I mean, I was new to lawn care. I told you guys, I never planted grass seed like GCI or anything. I was dealing with what I had for my very first lawn year, like 2019. So I killed all the weeds. I did a weed and feed. I killed all the weeds, and I went and I got 5 pounds of Milorganite, and I'm telling you, I got that sucker dark with the iron and with the the nitrogen in this. I got that existing grass that I had looking the best that it could. I'll show you a picture of that here. It was straight Milorganite. And again, it's very simple use. You can't burn your lawn unless you're doing truckloads of this stuff. It's very hard to make mistakes, to burn it, or super difficult, unlike the synthetic stuff where if you drop it over with your granular, it'll burn your lawn. So Milorganite 640, pick yourself up some. We got links in the description. Check out your local big box store if you want to try this out. Let me throw this in as a side note, guys. I did bring the lawn soil back here, and I did take my little garden weasel, tilled up this section. This section definitely looked like some of the grass died. So we put some of the lawn soil in here, mixed in some of our GCI turf type tall fescue, blended that in, tore up the dirt a little bit. Hopefully the rain will help. I did not put any Milorganite on this. This is supposed to have starter fert in it. So just wanted to throw that into the video. I'll keep you posted in future videos. If we got baby grass showing up during this slightly warmer trend, can we get enough to produce some germination? We'll find out soon. And we'll be back with more videos, guys. Subscribe to the channel. We're gonna come back. We're gonna show you, does Milorganite soak up in February in a warming trend when ground temperatures are more cold and not so much the ideal temps for this? Will it still work? I don't know. I'm anxious to see. Will we have some growth finally? As you guys can see behind me, it's still tingy brown, but it's pretty even from the last time we mowed. So we'll thank you guys so much for checking us out. We'll be back. Hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like, subscribe if you're not, and we'll see you next time.